simple equations. In quant, simple equation is very important. Okay, guys, simple equation is a topic. This topic definitely will come into the picture in the exams of competitive examinations like banking, RRB, SSC, and campus hiring companies like TCS, Wipro, Capgemini. And in lot of examinations, definitely simple equations from algebra definitely going to come into the picture. Okay, and in higher educations like CAT, MAT, I said definitely this topic will come into the picture. First, you need to understand, before you get into the concept of simple equations, first I want you to understand equation first. So what is equation here? Guys, any open sentence which contain equality sign, then only we call it as equation. Any open sentence, A is equals to B. Okay, I can say 2x plus 5 is equals to 7. I can say this is an equation. But the point is this, 2x plus 5, like this is inequation. Okay, whatever may be the number. So the clear concept is this: any open sentence which contain an equality sign, then only we call it as what? Equation. Okay, what are the types of equations? Basically, guys, there are two types of equations. One is linear equation and the other one is quadratic equation. Okay, what is a linear equation? Yeah, can I say this is a linear equation? 15x. What do you mean by linear equation? When the highest order of degree is 1, ax equals to, so this is the expression for what? Linear equation. The highest order of degree is 1, we call it as what? Linear equation. Ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Or you can write this is equals to what? Also 0. So this is called what? This is what? Quadratic equation. The highest order of degree is what? 2. The highest order of degree is what here? 1. So the point is this. Guys, 15x plus 25 is equals to 100. So they are going to ask you what is the value of x. Guys, can I say 15x equals to 100 minus 25? Yes. 15x is equals to, it's going to be 75. Yes. X is equals to what? 75 divided by 15. So that is nothing but 15 how many times? 15 5s are 75. Guys, how to use in daily life this particular concept? Guys, how to use in our day-to-day lives? We generally come across many situations where we observe simple equations and we don't actually feel it as simple equations. How? Guys, generally why don't you understand this particular equation like this? Okay, let's say your father, let's assume a situation in which you are going to a market to buy some onions. Okay, you are buying some onions, okay, in the supermarket. So your father gave you 100 rupees. Okay, your father gave you 100 rupees and said that you can keep 25 rupees for yourself. You can keep 25 rupees for yourself to buying a chocolates, and for the remaining amount you need to buy onions. Okay, you need to buy one. When you went to the market, you found that the price of 1 kg onion is going to be 15 rupees. Okay, so 15 rupees, you are keeping yourself as 25 rupees. 1 kg onions is going to be 15 rupees. So you will get some X number of kg of onions, then only the total will become 100 rupees, right? Yes. So can I say 15x is equals to 100 minus 25? Because for your chocolates, you are going to take 25 rupees. Okay. So 15x is going to be what here? 75. So you are spending on the onions is what? 75. So x is equals to what? 75 by 15. So you will get how many how many kgs you will get? You will get exactly 5 kgs. So this is the simple understanding of, linear equation. That is nothing but simple equation. That is nothing but one equation and one unknown. Okay, what about a quadratic equation? You will come across this quadratic equation. Let's say 2x square plus 8 is equals to 16. So can I write here 2x square plus 8 is equals to 16? Can I say 2x square is equals to 8? X is 2x square is equals to 8. So from this can I write x square is equals to only 4, because 2 ones are 2, how many times? 2 fours are. From this write x is equals to root 4. From this can I write x is equals to plus or minus 2. So from this can I write x is equals to 2, x1 is equals to 2 and x2 is equals to minus 2. 1 is plus 2 and minus 2. That's why when you are solving a quadratic equation, you will get two answers. When you are solving a linear equation, which is nothing but simple equation, you will get only one unique answer. So that is very, very important when you are solving the questions. Okay, now we will discuss quadratic equation in upcoming videos, but we will see purely basis of simple equations only. Okay, how in examinations they'll test you on this particular topic. Okay, now we will try to understand when there are two equations and two unknowns were there, how you are going to calculate this particular thing. Let's say 2x plus 3y is equals to 8, 5x plus 4y is equals to 3. Let's assume this is first equation and this is second equation. Okay, we know the method. Try to eliminate any of the variables. So let me eliminate x. So if I want to eliminate x, I want to multiply my first equation with what? 5. And I want to multiply my second equation with what? 2. So 5 2s are 10x plus 5 3s are 15y is equals to 8 5s are 40. 5 2s are 10x plus 4 2s are 8y, which is equals to 13 2s are 26. So if I subtract these two equations, so this will get cancelled. 18 and 15y minus 8y, it's going to be what? 7y plus 7y, which is equals to 14. So y is equals to 2. Once you got y, can you get your x? So assume this as third equation. So put y in first. So 3 in 1. So then you will get what? 2x plus 3 into what is y? 2. Then it's going to be what? 8. So then 2x is equals to 2. Then x is equals to what? 1. So when there are two equations, can you find out two unknowns? Yes, of course, yes. So x value is what? 1 and y value is what? 2. So is the way to handle the question? Yeah, in the exams they'll give options. They'll give x is 1 and y is 2. Put these values here. Okay, let's say this is first option. You have second option, x is equals to 5 and y is equals to some 7. Okay, try to plug the values to get your answer. That's the another way of handling the question. Okay, so hope everybody understood when there are two unknowns and two equations were given, how to handle the situation. Hope everybody understood this. Let's try to solve few questions based on this simple equation concept. Okay, so these type of questions been asked in TCS, ICET and banking. Try to understand the question. The sum of three consecutive numbers is 75. So what are the sum of consecutive means what? 1 by 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3 are consecutive numbers. Like that, there are three numbers which sum is what? 75. Find the square of the middle number. So point number 1. You should know the meaning of consecutive. 1, 2, 3, 4 are consecutive numbers. Okay, like that there are three. We don't know what are the numbers. So let's say first number x, second number x plus 1 and the third number x plus 2. Okay, sum of these numbers are going to be what? 75. So x. So I can write 3x plus 3, which is equals to 75. So 3x is equals to 75 minus 3. So 3x is equals to 72. Then x is equals to 72 by 3. So 3 2s are 6. I'll left with what here? 1, right? Yes or no? So 3 4s are 12. So I can say x is equals to what here? 24. So what are the numbers? So x is 24. So which is the first number. Second number is x plus 1. So that's going to be 25. So the third number is going to be x plus 2. That's going to be 26. So I want the middle number. So I can say my answer is what here? 25. But do you really need all these things to get the answer? Not really. Guys, instead of assuming your numbers like this, why don't you assume your numbers like this? Yeah, the middle number is x. If the middle number is x, before number x minus 1 only, no? Because if there are 3 numbers, 1, 2, 3. If the middle number is 2, this is nothing but 2 minus 1. This is nothing but 2 plus 1. So this is what? X minus 1. And next number is going to be what? X plus 1. Why I am doing like this? When you are adding it, minus 1 plus 1 anyway get cancelled, which is equals to what? 75. Directly 3x is equals to 75, then x is equals to what? 25. You want middle number only, no? Yeah, x is what? 25. But this is not the final answer. I want square of that. So 25 square is what? 625. So that's how you have to get your answer. Okay, so that's how you need to get your answer. So this is the way. So this is our way of doing the questions. So anyone can do like this, but you have to do your question like this. So the logic is this: when there are 5 consecutive numbers, let's say the sum of 5 consecutive numbers are this. So directly 5x is equals to 75. Then x is equals to 15. So your numbers will become, middle number is 15. Okay, before number is 14, 13 and 69, 17. If you add this, definitely you will get 75 only. If you want, you can check it out. Because look at here, 6 plus 4, 10, 7 plus 3, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. So that's how you can get your answer very easily. So understand the concept. So 3 numbers, 5 numbers, 7 numbers. When there are odd number of numbers, you can apply this logic and you can get your answer very easily. Hope everybody understood this. So this is the extension of the concept. He may ask you square, he may ask you cube, he may ask you sum of the last two sum of the first number and last number. So the concept is to get the numbers first. Hope everybody understood. Let's try to solve this particular question. The cost of 3 chairs and 4 tables is 3000. Okay. The cost of 3 chairs and 4 tables is 3000. Also the cost of 4 chairs and 3 tables is 5400. Find the cost of chair and table. I want cost of chair and table. This is how much? Okay, how many equations you have? 2 equations. How many variables you have? 2 variables. Just now we have seen how to do it. But hang on for a moment. Okay, everybody who is watching this video definitely will try to multiply first equation with 4, second equation with 3, and they'll try to get their C and they'll try to get their T and they'll try to add here. That's where a lot of people do wrong. Okay, that's why observation is important. These type of questions been asked in ICET and TCS. Guys, instead of doing that, why don't you add 1 plus 2? If you add equation 1 and equation 2, then it's going to be 7C plus 7T, which is equals to 8400. Yes. If I took 7 as common, it's going to be C plus T, which is equals to 8400. So that is nothing but C plus T is equals to what? 8400 by 7. I can say that's going to be what? 1200. Okay, the cost of chair and table is going to be what? 1200. See, what you want is important. If you want only chair, follow your procedure, get your answer. If you want only table, follow your procedure, get your answer. But the point is what? I want chair and table. If you want chair and table, it's going to be what? Observe the equation. In the exam, he will not give much time. He will give less time. So, you have to observe and you have to get your answer very easily. Hope everybody understood this particular question. Let's go to the next question. If 7 is subtracted from 4 times of a certain number, let's say number is equals to x. Okay, so 4 times of a number, so which is 4x, from this number, okay, which one is subtracted? So from this number 7 is subtracted. Okay, and result is, so which this is equals to 19 more, which means plus, than twice the number, so 2 times of the number. Okay, so if you rearrange the situation, 7 will go to that side, 2x will come this side, so I can say 2x is equals to 19 plus 7, so 2x is equals to 26, then x is equals to what? 13. So in this particular question, you are able to write this, then the job is easy. Okay, then the job is easy. Otherwise, it will take a lot of time. Okay, once you are done with this, your job is a cakewalk. Otherwise, it will take a lot of time. So these type of questions been asked in banking, ICET and TCS examination. Okay, hope everybody understood this particular question. Let's go to the next question. The cost of 80 apples and 100 mangoes is 2,400. Okay, 80A plus 100M, which is 2,400. The cost of 100 apples and 80 mangoes, which is equals to 2,100. Find the cost of apple and mango. So observe the things. Guys, if you closely observe, it's going to be, if you closely observe, it's going to be 180A plus 180M, which is equals to 4 plus 1, 5, and this is what? 4,500. If you took 180 common, it's going to be apple and mango. Okay, so that is what? 4,500. So apple plus mango, which is equals to 4,500 divided by 180. 0, 0 cancel. 9 2s are, 9 5s are, 45 and a 0. So 2 1 times 2, how many times? 25. So I can say apple and mango cost is what? 25 rupees. So the point here is this, guys. You need apple and a mango. So observe the equations. If you closely observe, so your diagonals are same. I can tell you, when the diagonals are same, if they want apple and a mango, directly add first equation and second equation. Directly you can get your answer. Hope everybody understood this particular question. Let's try to solve one more question. These type of questions been asked in MAT, banking, ICET, TCS. Okay, the cost of 3 pens, 4 books and 5 sharpeners is rupees 60, and the cost of 6 pens, 8 books and 9 sharpeners cost is 118. Okay, so what is the question? Find the cost of sharpener. Find the cost of sharpener. Yes, how many variables you have? 3 variables. How many equations you have? 2 equations. 90% people think that answer is cannot be determined. Okay, but if you closely observe the equation, so let's say this is first equation and this is second equation. You want a sharpener. So your central idea is what? You want to eliminate pen and book. So if you closely observe, so 3 2s are 6, 4 2s are 8. So if you multiply first equation with 2, so your equation will become what? 6p plus 8b plus 5 2s are 10 s, which is equals to 120. What is your second equation? 6p plus 8b plus 9s, which is equals to 118. So if you cancel it, if you subtract from this equation, you will get what? S is equals to what? It's going to be what? 2 rupees. So the sharpener, one sharpener cost is going to be what? 2 rupees. So my sincere advice is this: whenever you are solving the questions, so observe the question first. When you observe the question, the job is easy. If you are not observing, it will take a lot of time. Okay, hope everybody understood the basic concept and basic questions from this particular topic. Thanks for watching the video. Thank you.